One day after a fiery crash on a busy Lexington road, we're learning about the teenager whose life was cut short, how the high school student is being remembered.
A lot of clouds and cold weather out there. That is a sign of things to come as we track Arctic outbreaks ahead.
Top ranked and undefeated, the Big Blue are in the Bayou to take on the LSU Tigers tonight. Rob Bromley gets fans ready for the SEC showdown.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at 4.
Good afternoon, I'm Jennifer Palumbo. We are in for big changes in the weather. It's a cold afternoon. You're looking live at the Morehead State University campus where it's around 30 degrees right now. But we're in for a warm up tomorrow, but it won't last long. WKYT Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey is tracking all the changes. And Chris, it's a roller coaster ride.
It is a lot more downs than ups, though, as we go through the next several days. Let's jump into it, show you what we were talking about. You were noticing on that Morehead State cam, a lot of low clouds. It's the same song and dance here in Lexington as well. Looking at our backyard, live first alert defenders showing up. Behind that, a whole lot of cloud cover across central and eastern Kentucky. And even freezing right now. Humidity's up there, so it's kind of a raw, chilly afternoon. Feels like it is down to 27 degrees. Where the clouds are, the temperatures are being held down into the upper 20s to the low 30s. 29 showing up into Jackson, 30 Richmond, and even freezing along most of the Interstate 64 corridor from Lexington through Mount Sterling and Morehead. Get back to the west now. A few rays of sunshine being noted from Louisville and points to the west. Can we finally get a little clearing in here right as the sun gets ready to call it quits for the day? Yes, but look at Defender. No precipitation outside of a wayward snow flurry, but a lot of clouds out there. Coming up, Jennifer, I'm tracking Arctic blasts into town, each of those with bitterly cold temperatures as snow chances return and actually try to increase into the 7-day forecast less than 15 minutes from now.
We'll see you then, Chris. We're learning more this afternoon about the victim of a fiery crash in Lexington. It happened at this time yesterday on Versailles Road near the Woodford County line. Friends say the victim is 18-year-old Maddie Jackson, a senior at Woodford County High School. WKYT's Kristen Kennedy talked to school officials who say counselors and social workers are helping students deal with the loss. It's our top story at 4.
Friends told us this was Maddie Jackson's favorite place to be, swimming and preparing for competitions. The 18-year-old was a member of the Bluegrass Marlins. Friends tell us they knew something was wrong when she didn't show up for practice yesterday. Maddie, friends tell us, was the driver of the green Saturn involved in Monday afternoon's deadly crash on Versailles Road near the Woodford-Fayette County line. To deal with the loss, Woodford County Public Schools leaders have counselors at Woodford County High School available for students and staff to talk with at any time.
When you lose a student, it's like losing a member of your family.
Maddie's friends at Bluegrass Marlins will be competing in a regional competition in Woodford County this weekend. You'll hear from them coming up on WKYT at 5. For now, in Lexington, Kristen Kennedy, WKYT.
Several people were injured in that crash, including a friend who tried to rescue Jackson from her burning car. It's another SEC showdown for the undefeated Wildcats. They're in Baton Rouge getting ready for LSU tonight. Rob Bromley joins us now to get fans ready for the Cats and Tigers. Hi, Rob.
Well, here we go again, Jennifer. The Cats trying to make it 24 in a row tonight without a loss. They will face LSU in a sold-out Maravich Center down in Baton Rouge. Kentucky coming off a big road win at Florida. But LSU is a serious challenge with the likes of 6'8" Jordan Mickey and 6'10" Jarrell Martin. This is just a big LSU team, period.
They have real good size. I mean, their whole team has good size. They started Quarterman last game at the point, so they're playing 6'6" at the point. They made a little bit of adjustment from what I gather to bring their team more energy. But the focal point, you know, for them, for themselves, and for us is the two players in Mickey and Martin.
So it is Kentucky and LSU tonight in the Maravich Center, which is sold out. Tip-off is set for 7 o'clock on ESPN. Now, the Cats lost in Baton Rouge last season. That was the ice storm game. Then they came back to beat the Tigers in Rupp and in the SEC tournament. Jennifer?
Thank you, Rob. And John Calipari has reason to celebrate. He's 56 today, and he had a little fun with the Big Blue Nation about Trey Lyles, who's missed the last 3 games due to illness. Last night, Coach Cal tweeted, "I thought Trey got on the plane, but we can't find him." He followed that with, "Has anyone in Lexington seen Trey? If anyone sees him, please let us know. Hashtag where is Trey?" And then this afternoon, he tweeted this photo with the caption, "The best birthday present I could ask for. We found Trey. You're the best. Hashtag BBN." He is questionable for tonight, talking about Trey Lyles. Well, our reporters are working on a number of other stories for WKYT starting at 4:30. Sam Dick is in the newsroom with a look at some of the news in progress. Good afternoon, Sam.
Good afternoon, Jennifer. We're learning new details today about a threatening message found in a restroom at Eastern Kentucky University. EKU officials confirm this is a picture of the threat found on campus last week. It says, "Bringing gun to here, 2/11/15. Dead students." Police have already increased security on campus this week. The EKU says that campus will be open tomorrow, but university leaders say students and staff who do not show up will not be penalized. A laptop or laptop charger might be to blame for a house fire. It happened this morning on Red Lick Road in Madison County. Firefighters think the laptop or charger was on a recliner, overheated, and started the fire. The only person inside made it out safely. We're told the family has lived in that home for 20 years, and this is their second major fire. You'll hear from the homeowner coming up on WKYT News at 5 o'clock. And the city of Lexington breaking ground on a new communications center this morning. The building will be at the site of the old juvenile detention center on Cisco Road. It will house the Division of Emergency Management, E911, and LexCall. The center is expected to be fully operational by early summer of next year. You will hear from the 911 director coming up on WKYT News at 4:30. That's a look at some of the news in progress. Jennifer, back to you.
Thanks, Sam. Now to stories making headlines across the nation at 4. The White House and the family of an American woman held captive by ISIS have confirmed she is dead. Polo Sandoval has the latest on Kayla Mueller's death and reaction from Washington.
Word from ISIS confirms the fears of 26-year-old Kayla Mueller's family. ISIS sent them a private message over the weekend. U.S. officials confirm its authenticity, saying it offers photos but no indication of how the young woman died at the hands of ISIS. Messages of condolence and comfort are pouring in from the streets of Mueller's hometown in Prescott, Arizona, to the nation's capital.
She is somebody who dedicated her life to serving others.
President Obama spoke to Mueller's parents and released a statement saying, in part, "No matter how long it takes, the United States will find and bring to justice the terrorists who are responsible."
She's going to have an eternity befitting her beliefs and her actions, and those who captured her and, in my view, killed her, I think God will judge them differently.
Mueller was the last known American hostage held by the group. 3 others were killed in a series of videotaped executions since August. The Mueller family is mourning, but finally getting some solid answers for the first time in over a year. They released a letter from their daughter that was written while in captivity. Her strength and humility evident in her own words. "I have been shown darkness, light, and have learned that even in prison one can be free. I am grateful. I have come to see that there is good in every situation. Sometimes we just have to look for it." I'm Polo Sandoval reporting.
ISIS captured Kayla Mueller in August of 2013 while she was doing humanitarian work in northern Syria. U.S. Airways says 1 passenger was injured when a plane made an emergency landing in Houston after a problem with its nose gear. The plane touched down last night on a runway at George Bush Intercontinental Airport. U.S. Air says at least 52 passengers and 4 crew members were on Flight 1825. It had taken off from Philadelphia International Airport.
Follow WKYT online at WKYT.com. Join the conversation on Twitter and become a part of the WKYT Facebook family.
Stocks making gains on Wall Street as investors shook off negative news out of Greece. The Dow jumped 140 points to close at 17,869. The Nasdaq added 62 and the S&P 22. Even though the federal filing deadline is more than 2 months away, tax season is already in full swing. Karen Kaifa has tips for choosing a tax preparer and avoiding tax-related scams.
Millions of consumers will soon opt to put their most sensitive personal and financial information in the hands of a paid tax preparer. That's why it's so important to choose that person wisely. When choosing a tax preparer, Consumer Reports recommends following IRS advice like checking for a valid IRS preparer tax identification number. Avoid preparers who base their fee on a percentage of your refund, and those who don't ask for receipts or don't ask too many questions about whether or not you may be eligible for certain deductions and credits. Tax season is also a prime season for identity theft. Consumers can take steps to protect personal data during this time by never giving information over the phone or internet unless you initiated the contact with your tax professional or an IRS employee. The IRS says warning signs of tax-related identity theft can include learning that more than one return was filed for an individual, additional tax owed or a refund offset for a year an individual didn't file, or IRS records pointing to more wages than actually earned. And after the April 15th filing deadline passes, make sure you can still get in touch with your tax preparer in the event of questions or errors. For Consumer Watch, I'm Karen Kafa.
Robots could be the wave of the future in the workplace. A new report predicts investment in industrial robots will increase 10% a year through 2025. Thousands of robots already help Amazon.com sort through all of its orders. Right now, 10% of jobs that can be automated have been taken by robots. Expect that to rise to 23% in 10 years. When it comes to toy sales, boys rule. The toy maker Hasbro says sales of male-oriented toys such as Transformers, Nerf products, and superheroes jumped 21% in the last quarter. That's compared to a 10% drop in merchandise for girls. A kiss will get you a free burrito at Qdoba. This Valentine's Day, if you order one smothered burrito, you get a second for free if you share a smooch with someone else. Thank you, Don. Bachelors and bachelorettes are helping the race for education.
And Deanne Stevens out and about today, joining us from the Red Mile to tell us about the Horsemen of All Ages Bachelor Auction. Hey, Deanne.
Hey, good afternoon, guys, from the Round Barn here at the Red Mile, where they are preparing for a big auction this weekend. You wonder how the race for education and a bachelorette auction all come together. Well, this lady here is going to tell us. Elizabeth Jensen is with us. What is the auction this weekend?
This is the 2015 edition of the Horsemen of All Ages sale, and you could compare it to a cross between the Bachelor TV show and a horse sale at Keeneland. All of these great volunteers have offered to go on a date for charity. We have a catalog that features everyone's pedigree and their past.
Let me look through that. So what does it all show in here?
It tells who their parents are, where they were bred, things that they like to do, if they have a past, if they've been married before, if they have any produce, if they have any children, the things that they like to do, what their fantasy date might be, and all of them have really put their time and their effort and their humility on the line to come out and to be bid on a date with on Friday night.
Can we keep the men's mouths shut too, like horses?
Yes.
I'm kidding. Check out all of our bachelors and bachelorettes, or bachelor and bachelorettes. Are you guys ready for this? You all seem a little nervous.
Yeah.
Have you ever done something like this before?
Never done anything like this before.
Well, it sounds like it's going to be a whole lot of fun, and it's all for a great cause. Talk a bit about that and why you decided to jump on board.
Well, when I first got the call, I said, you want me to do what? But Race for Education is a very good cause. It provides educational opportunities for children in our community, so I had to say yes.
Okay, and folks can come on out Friday night. Tickets are still available, right?
Yes, absolutely.
And you want them to bid on you.
Yes, we do.
Say, get out here.
Come on out.
Come on out and bring your deep pockets, they say. All for Race for Education. Now, coming up at 4:50, how you can get tickets and take part in the auction this weekend. I'm Deanne Stevens, out and about at the Red Mile. Back to you guys.
It's time for Better Living, health, education, and consumer news that impacts your life. Your TV could be spying on you. Samsung admitted in its privacy policy that its internet-connected TVs with voice recognition will record what you say in front of them and transmit that back to third parties. So be careful what personal information you reveal sitting on your couch. Shoppers have mixed reviews of the new technology.
I would not want people to be able to get into my living room. To me, the benefit of that service wouldn't outweigh the costs of the potential danger.
I personally love them, and I understand why they're actually collecting that data. Most of the reason for collecting the data is improving this recognition, improving what the features of the device can do.
Samsung released a statement saying it takes consumer privacy very seriously and that it does not retain voice data or sell it to third parties. Dish Network's online television package has officially launched with more channels than previously announced. The new Sling TV made its debut yesterday. A $20 a month package includes AMC, just in time for the final episodes of Mad Men, as well as ESPN. Netflix is one of a growing number of U.S. companies looking to capitalize on Cuba. The streaming video service is now available for $7.99 a month to Cubans with international payment cards. The company has also announced plans to launch in Japan, its first market in Asia. Heinz Ketchup is spicing up its product line with a new ketchup flavor that includes the Thai hot sauce sriracha. The ingredients include chili pepper, garlic, and vinegar. The flavors are traditional in eastern Thailand. For more health, education, and consumer news, go to WKYT.com and click on Better Living. Now